Welcome back, wonderful twin flames. It's been a while. I apologize. The reason I decided to take a break from the videos was number of views. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never really cared to have large amount of views or large amount of subscribers because I always told you you are my VIP. Sometimes less is more. That number was so low that I probably hit the record, and I know that I don't have a good equipment. I know that sometimes I make videos with just a phone or in a different format. Still, I've seen worse out there, so I couldn't figure out what was the reason for such low number of views. And it was just whatever it was, could have been a devil, I don't know, but whatever it was, it just gave me very low vibrational feeling that I was the sense of worth was I was losing the reason to make more videos, even though I had so much to share and give to my loyal viewers. I resonated on a low vibrational level because of the number of views, which was like 50 or something. That I decided to make a break and just give myself some time to think about it. And then suddenly, number of subscribers happened to go up, and I had received some messages. God bless you, thank you so much, from some people out there uh, who were thanking me for making these videos. And I'm back because there is so much to share. There's many important things to say. These are confusing times, and twin flame journey is confusing by all means. From the day one day everything becomes clear when you reach that moment of union, but until then it's quite a journey. It's quite, you don't know what's behind the next curb. You don't know what's hiding behind the next corner, because it's all orchestrated by divine basically, and there's a lot of negative energies trying to intercept reunion. So really it's a roller coaster ride. It's really mysterious type of journey. So we all need as much as support as possible. I hope you see, my flash just went off, and now I'm a little bit in the dark again. Always some obstacles, but I'm just gonna continue so I don't waste any of your time. um you see, I hope you can see the moon right there. That's the moon in the background. I raised my blind so you can see the moon. It's full tonight. As one of the twin flame sisters out there, she said, uh, try to draw as much of that positive moon energy. In Islam, we would call that nur, or the sacred light. Try to magnetize as much as possible of that light inside your um, light body, tonight and the night after, because the moon is full and is full of positive light energy. Now I want to go straight to the topic that I want to share with you, which is going to be very hard to digest for some people out there. I keep telling you guys, when you reach, if you haven't already, when you reach that point of your journey, uh, where you find yourself in the situation that I am recognizing here and that I'm sharing with you, then you will be grateful for watching this video. You will say, "Oh, okay, I rewind now to that video. I rewind my memory, and I remember what she was telling about, what she was saying. Now it makes sense to me. Oh, and now I know what to do, and I know I'm not the only one, and I know I'm not crazy." So even if you're not at that point of your journey right now where I am at, um, it's actually better for you, so that you can know in advance what to expect. Now you have to give some trust, because we are here to help each other. I especially have no monetary, any kind of reason to do these videos for any of materialistic interest or anything. So it's just to be there for each other, because there were people who were there for me, and also that I at some point I didn't know what they were talking about, like, because they were so much ahead of me on their journey that I was like, how is that possible? That doesn't make sense. But when I reached that point, it all made sense to me. And I'm so grateful for them for making those videos at the time when I was so confused with the whole twin flame concept. Uh, First, we have to figure out that there is a twin flame because we met the person and they triggered something inside of us. They, they inflamed us with this curiosity to find out what the heck is happening with us. Who is this person? Why are they pushing our buttons in such different way than anyone else? Different than even karmics and parents and siblings and soulmates and uh, everything everything else can make sense, but twin flame is so hard to grasp. And so from the moment we start being curious and want to learn even the existence of the concept to the deeper parts of the reunion, it's so I'm just checking the time. It's so confusing at times. And then of course the things that are happening um, in us, around us, with the cosmic changes, the moon and the sun influence and all that. It's so much going on for us. So we need each other to help, to understand, to support, to sponsor each other on a daily basis. I have days when I'm sick of watching anything regarding twin flames, and I don't even want to turn on my phone or YouTube or anything. Then I have days that when I'm like, besides all my prayer and everything and my divine connection with God, I still need to see what the other people in twin flame community are messaging that day, what kind of message they download from divine, because I think it's God knows best, but I think it's divine order that at different times different people are getting different messages so that we all stay connected, so that we depend on each other, that we are not alone in this. Because I have seen some inflame teachers, workers, whatever you call them, readers, drop off suddenly, disappear for months, and then reemerge, uh, resurface, and in the meantime someone else feeds you with information, with messages, divine, you know, advices, and then someone else shows up after them, because everybody has to play a role, because we are all one, we all come from one. So tonight is my turn to share something, and before I do, I want to say that usually in this room when I record, you guys told me that you've seen orbs and stuff. So tonight I'm playing a little, just, you know, a joke on everyone, because I don't know what that was. I've seen it in my mosque, I've seen it in nature. I have my own opinion what it is, but I'm not 100% sure, because it's beyond my perception. We see it in the camera sometimes. So tonight I'm just using the kind of a projector, that it's kind of a Christmassy thing, that I just made this room a little bit more orb friendly, with little green orbs that are artificial, of course, but those that you've seen in the videos before, they were totally real. And God knows, let's just leave it to whatever you think it is. That's what it is. Okay. Anyways, what I wanted to share with you tonight is regarding, a lot of you had questions, and I'm sure that a lot of people were pushed away from my videos, because I say there's an organic twin that I have, organic twin flame, the actual twin flame, and then I mentioned manifested twin. And I also mentioned someone I call sacral chakra guy. The reason being that in my case, you could have a different scenario, but in my case, my organic twin telepathically messaged me 2 years ago that I need to work on my sacral chakra, that is out of balance. And then I had made videos when I explained why, kind of karmic relationship I was in, and why I had imbalance in that chakra. That's not the only chakra that I had imbalance in. My solar plexus chakra is also was out of whack for a while, and I told you guys that sometimes you can fix your chakras through meditation, but I believe the best way is through interaction with other human beings, uh, depending on what energetic area is needs to be balanced in your life. So you meet certain people who will help you develop um, their energy in those specific chakras, while at the same time, that's the reason why they went out of whack was to people who messed up your energy. So if someone was bad for your solar plexus chakra, could have been your parent, your teachers, could have been karmic partners, someone messed you up, and nowadays, if divine, if universe, God, Allah sends you a person who can help you in that department with that chakra, whose energy is excellent in that area, then you should allow yourself to be a friend with that person, or uh, have a romantic relationship with that person, or be a soulmate with that person, or could be a teacher again, could be a parent figure, whatever. So I believe that through human interaction and social interaction, we can actually heal, just like we went out of balance due to some bad relationships with people that are not necessarily bad, but they were bad for us. They were bad news for us. So, anyways, back to what I want to say now is I want to clarify things about manifested twin. I already mentioned before that when you are ready for your reunion, quite ready, not entirely ready, not 100% ready, but let's say on a scale of 80% to 95% ready, like you're almost there, but your organic twin is still, like, let's say in percentage, I'm just giving you just some kind of weird numbers right now, but not accurate, but like approximately give you some idea. Let's say your organic twin is 40% ready, 30% ready, and you're way up and you have ascended and you have learned so much, but mission, sorry, I was cut off. The video just keeps, you know, the video camera is not really good. Anyways, as I was saying, I never can emphasize enough that we are the tools, we are the vehicles for this Gaia, for this world to get better. A lot of people out there are promoting the doomsday version, that we will all die in World War II and things will go bad. Well, things do look that way, and the news do look that way. But even I hear a lot of Muslims, uh, the church people are like, I can't even say how much they're scaring Christians with um, there was doomsday that was going to happen 2012 and 2015 and 14, and I don't know how many of you remember the year 2000 when they said there's going to be what was the name of that, 42K or something, when all electronic devices would die because of the year 00, and it would be like end of the world of technology and whatever. They scare us so many times, and I hear many Muslim people nowadays getting scared in the mosques, that they hear their imams saying that they're prophesizing bad things, and that's not Islamic. That's not Islamic way. In the Quran, it's obvious that the actual doomsday will be just one single blast. It's just gonna happen uh, in one moment. But everybody keeps forgetting that Islam and Christianity are prophesizing the return of Prophet Jesus or Isa alayhi salam. So I'm not going to go into that right now. I just want to say that uh, there is two realities that could happen to us. One is doomsday in the form of wars, and in the which is not real doomsday. As I said, real doomsday is one single blast and we're all gone, and then the judgment day. But the doomsday that they're promoting is wars and global warming and all these scary things and hatred and we do see the signs of that. I'm not going to deny we do see the signs of that everywhere, especially in the news. But that's one way the reality can go. The other way is that we must see the light. We must share the light. That we must love each other, because in the twin flame community, all I see is love. There's so much love in the twin flame community. We are always leaving good comments to each other. People don't do dislikes that much like they do on other groups and other kinds of political forums and stuff. There is so much love between us, and also out there in the real life there's so many good people. There's so much love. The thing is, I have to say something. I don't believe in hate as a genuine feeling. There is fear. Fear comes from the dark side, and fear causes the reaction that we call hate. It's actually just a form of fear. So we have to, through love, through mutual love, through love for God and trust in the divine protection, we have to build trust and love, if nothing else, love between people. And that's what Jesus was promoting. He said, love thy enemy. That's what Muhammad was teaching us, to uh, deny evil by doing good things. And that's what twin flame community is teaching you, to spread love, because that's another reality that could happen to us. We have to learn that the law of attraction means you're attracting what you think. So if we constantly watch the news and think bad things, then we will attract bad things. I read in the Quran itself where God says, do not speak of evil. And that's very similar to the Christian concept, hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil. I think I'm saying that right, because after all, I'm not Christian, but I know I study Christianity a lot to learn, because every religion has positive things and the negative ones as well. As long as it's not man-made, it's positive, but man mix in a lot of things in. Anyways, think no evil, see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil in the Quran is mentioned as not to mention, not to like spread the rumors or don't talk about evil that didn't happen to you. And I see many Muslims on Facebook will share the terrible pictures of children being killed in Rohingya or Burma or Palestine, or you can call it Israel. It's up to you, whatever it's your opinion is. But then anyways, showing these pictures, I always tell Muslims, how are you gonna help? Like, you feeling sorry and you're crying over this Facebook post. What is exactly you're doing? You're not helping that person. I'm a child that grew up in the war, and I didn't appreciate anybody showing dead children in my country. Like, how's that gonna help us? You're just humiliating us even more by showing those photos. If you want to help, then vote against arms and guns and production of massive weapons of mass destruction. Don't promote war, promote peace, and help by sharing the good news, sharing the idea that there's still good in this world and there's still good people in this world, and don't promote fear and don't promote that. Um, as soon as you show a picture of that kid, of course someone's gonna get upset. Everybody should get upset. Same thing happened to us with the attack on Twin Towers. It doesn't really matter anymore who did that. Whoever did that was terrible, but whatever happened afterwards should open your eyes, because it just pushed people to give green light to go to another country or any country in the world and say, okay, so we think it's you, so we're going to go, and it's okay now to go to that country and start a war, because we're, sorry for my French, but we're pissed off, we are mad now. Who wouldn't be mad having so many innocent people killed? But that's the agenda. That was the agenda, to make you mad, to make you upset, to say yes, you should go and get those bad guys. But the reality is they didn't get bad guys, they got more kids killed. All the kids, from American kids who enroll in the military to the kids in whatever country they go to. It's always the kids suffer and the women suffer. So instead of promoting the idea of fear and being afraid of each other, we should start opening our hearts for each other, our heart chakras, and start seeing that there's so many wonderful and good people in this world, from YouTube to the real life around you, to the grocery store people, to people on the street. Just start saying hello to people, say salam to people, say shalom, say peace be upon you, say out, say anything you want, just say it with a smile, say it with the open heart. And so back to the twin flame. If your twin flame, and your twin flame is not awakened yet, not even 80%, not even close to be ready for the reunion with you, whether they're working on their chakras, maybe they're in the karmic relationship, maybe it's their parents or their karmic blockage, whatever it is, you are almost ready, then you can manifest, you will manifest, on purpose or not on purpose. I didn't manifest a twin on purpose. It was a natural way of things, because I was almost ready for the reunion, having few more things to clear up. And my twin is maybe about, I'd say, 60% ready. But that's still not, passing grade. And then universe sent me someone who is like, I had the sacral chakra guy channel my twin to a certain level. This guy is like channeling my twin, say 99%. He's channeling my organic twin. And the way to describe this to you is, now I couldn't describe to you fully before, because I wasn't sure how to describe this to you. But now I can tell you for sure. What I realized was, my manifested twin is in Bangladesh, and that's on the other side of the world from me, and the time difference is 12 hours. I'm going to practically describe to you what's going on here. My organic twin is in the same city as I am, just a different zip code, and he's like millions of light years away from me. He's still stuck in the 3D, but he's getting better. He's moving slowly but steadily. He's moving, and I never gave up my faith in my organic twin, because it's not my organic twin who's doing this. It's the divine, and I never lose faith in divine. But we are not on the same level of our journey, and I have to accept that as reality as well, and in peace with that. That's part of being in Islam, is to be at peace with God's will. So I accept that he's not ready yet. So I can't push my organic twin be ready when he's not. It's just like that full moon. You can't make a full moon until it's full. If it's a new moon, it's a new moon. And if it's 25% of the moon, it's 25% of the moon. You cannot push it tonight and make it on the sky be full moon if it's not. It's divine timing. It will be full when it's full. That's how your twin will be ready when they're ready. It's not something you can push. It's the nature. God, they are not ready, and so you have to accept that. But you also have to accept that if you're ready, almost ready, then the universe could send you someone manifest someone for you, materialize someone for you who is ready to share that experience that your twin should be sharing with you. You're not cheating on your twin. You are actually going with the flow of divine, universal order. This is divine order. This is how you have to accept. You know, it's like, I don't know how to explain this to you. If it's like when you have unexpected pregnancy, like unplanned pregnancy, and you go and you decide to keep the child. That's something you should be commended for. Not to be not people shouldn't be angry with you. That they shouldn't say, well, now it's a bad time for you. You haven't finished college. It happened. It was meant to be, and you have to accept that now you have this child in your life, and you should do your best to take care of it. So if God sends you manifested twin, it's not cheating on your twin. You just go with what it is. It's not karmic like if you had in the past. It's not fake twin, which could be also part of your journey, because I had fake twin at some point, but it didn't last that long. It was like it was a short experience, about 1 month and a half. Thank God I recognized and I knew that was a fake twin. He scared my mother. I'll give you just example. He looked so much like my twin flame physically, his appearance, that scared my mom. She thought he was a doppelganger, like a twin. That was a fake twin, but or was a very bad person for me. Again, not necessarily generally bad person, but very bad for me. He was a bad news, but I knew he was a fake twin. So this is a manifested twin. It's a completely different thing. Some of you may call it catalyst twin, because these are actually the last stages of your preparation for your reunion, that you have to accept and take what is given to you as this part of your journey, if you recognize that someone is sent to you to play that role. So there's nothing, it's hard, but it's not cheating on your twin. It's just accepting the divine order of things. And if you are this relationship with that person, whether it will be on the level of friendship, romantic, or even marriage, this person will build you further for your twin flame reunion. And as I was saying, my manifested twin is in Bangladesh, and my organic twin is right here in the same city. And I couldn't realize before why divine order made it so that he is 12 hours away, and sometimes it gives me bad uh, time for sleeping. Sleeping patterns were a little bit out of whack, because he's so far, and we want to talk about things, and we are so connected on spiritual level, but sometimes it was hard for me and for him to find time for sleep and talk. But also we had conflicts. Sometimes he would not be himself. He would not channel my twin 90% or at all, as he was being another person. Sometimes he would fall asleep in the middle of the conversation, and then suddenly he will call me back and request to talk, and I would be mad. I would say, if you don't want to talk right now, you should just say you're sleepy or hang up. Don't fall asleep on me. And then he would claim like he's not bored, he wants to talk to me, and that gave me a lot of uh, I would get angry and stuff. And now it's all clear to me what's going on. Let me explain. uh, 12 hours difference is divine order, so that at the time when my organic twin is sleeping in this state, the manifested twin wakes up. And while my organic twin is sleeping, I know it's hard to digest, but listen to this. While my organic twin is sleeping, he is in the 5D. He's in a higher dimensional state of being. And my manifested twin is channeling everything that he's trying to relate to me. And because how I know that is because before I met my manifested twin, years before, I heard my organic twin say the things that now manifested twin is actually saying the mouth, saying things to me, exactly the same phrase, same sentence. And it's not something, if the originally, if it was my imagination that my organic twin was telepathically communicating with me, then how is it possible that this person now is saying these exact words? So yes, my manifested twin is channeling. It's inside of him, is it's downloaded inside of him, my 5D organic twin, while he's asleep in this state in the United States. My manifested twin is saying these things. He's communicating with me. So that's a 3D way to be connected with my organic twin. How it happened sometimes, I could not. I was so mad. Sometimes I accused him of cheating, and then I changed my schedule to see if he would obey my schedule and see, because sometimes around 10 p.m., 9 p.m. No, between usually it was between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. his time, that he was, before he would go to sleep, that he would sometimes not be available or cut off and not be online or something. And I was suspecting things until it became clear finally now that the organic twin wakes up, and I know that my organic twin wakes up usually around 9ish. So my organic twin would wake up, and then manifested twin would either suddenly feel sleepy and fall asleep on the phone, or he would not even be on online, and he would just be gone for like 2 or 3 hours, and then he would reappear, and he would usually tell me that he fell asleep. That he would say, I don't know, after dinner I just fell asleep, and I didn't believe him until I realized what was going on. He's channeling my twin. If my organic twin wakes up, then he is either falling asleep or he's not interesting to talk to me. He's not channeling anything. He doesn't feel the connection with me. He's someone else. He is himself, you know. So that's what I wanted to share with you, which is kind of hard to digest. But once, as I said, once you get to that point in your journey, you experience something like that, you'll remember this video, and I hope it's gonna be beneficial for you, not to get scared, not to think that you're crazy, not to think that you are cheating on your twin, because this is your actually connection with your twin. I'll give you like a weird example that will maybe help you understand that this is not a cheating. Um, when I was a kid, I mentioned that when I was a kid, there was a war going on in sort of central. They call it Eastern Europe, but it's basically Central to Southern Europe. Anyways, there was a time when I had been disconnected with my parents. I was with my grandparents, and telephone lines were cut in the entire country. So there were people called radio amateurs, people who had radios. There was clubs. There were clubs before the war broke out. There were clubs in my country. Like after World War II, it became like a hobby, like kind of like a fun thing to do. People would enroll in these clubs called radio amateur clubs, and they would learn how to operate radio. The type of radio that was used during World War II and stuff, in the military and stuff. This was a civilian type of thing that people would go, just like people go to drama club or book club, or photography club. So they would go to a radio amateur club and learn how to operate radio and call other radio stations. And so during the war, these people came in handy, and you would go to one of their like bases, like place where they have this radio station, and you would ask a request to contact another radio amateur station in another city, and they will find your parents or a lost relative and contact them. They will come to their spot, to their station, and they will talk, and these people will relay the message to you. So I was talking to my parents that way, for several months during the war because I didn't know if they were alive. I had to hear what's going on with them. I was just a kid. I was really scared. But enough about me. It's just like I'm trying to tell you that this person would talk to me and they were sort of like interpreting what my dad would say, what my mom would say. And then another radio amateur that was sitting on this part, on my part, he would just say to him what I said, and then they would exchange the messages, and then I would know what my mom said, what my dad said. My dad was not speaking directly, or my mom. So this is something that this manifested twin reminds me of. They say things that your twin would say. They act like your twin would act. They share the love for you that your twin has for you, but is not ready to share. And this person also is a catalyst twin. They help you purge final go through final stages of purging. Sometimes you will have bad drama with these people because you still have some things you have to clear on your part that is still you're not done clearing yet, and so they will help you because your twin is not available, simply not available right now to do this part of journey with you. And I cannot tell you what's going to happen with manifested twin, what's going to happen. I'm 100% sure that organic twin is the one you end up with. How is this going to play out? I don't know. That's why I'm here to tell you in the next episode or next video what's going on, how far did we get, um, and what will happen, because you just take what's given to you from the universe and you just go with the flow. That's the way to make peace with the divine order. Moon is full tonight. Try to attract as much positive energy and the light into yourself. I hope my video didn't bother you 100%, and I hope you will use this information now or in the future for your benefit. And I wish you the best. I love you so much, all of you. Thank you for those comments that encouraged me to come back. And that's Joan of Arc in the back in the picture. The painting, that's actually very expensive painting that I got as a gift from a friend who said that by any means I remind her of Joan of Arc. And that was the same night she gave me this painting, just the night after I had been visited by Joan of Arc in my dream, and I realized something about my past life. And then my friend, my good friend, soulmate, she gave me this painting as a gift, and I cherish it a lot. I'm a Muslim. I shouldn't have any paintings in my room, like eyes and stuff, but this is a very precious gift to me. So yeah, guys, that's a Joan of Arc, early Christian who followed the real Christianity, and she was accused of being a witch for that. You should read the book biography of Joan of Arc, written by well, actually, you know what? I will just put the link below, and so you can find the book online. And I love you. I will not keep any more of your time now. Just subscribe and like, and comments really help me to improve for the next time. Love you, and peace be upon you, and salam alaikum.